I'm gonna skip all of the hoopla because this one, I want to get right into it. I hear a lot of people talking about self-care. I hear a lot of people talking about respecting others and mental health and mental wellness. But you know what? I see a lot of people out there too, in the same mind you talking about self-care, then you roll right out your mouth and belittle somebody, insult somebody. Now let me tell you what spurred this on. And this has been bothering me all day. At a training for certification, I watched the guy, and the guy he with was a nice size. I mean, he was a big guy. First off, the guy knows he's big. But the guy sitting there making all kind of jokes. Is there any more chicken left in Kentucky Fried Chicken? You must have ate all the chicken. Look at all this. Look how big you are. I mean, he constantly making fat jokes. I mean, and he's doing it loud. And there were 2 classes, so everybody can hear it. He's constantly making fat jokes. Everybody is quiet. Nobody's really laughing. A couple people kind of smirking. But nobody really laughing. The instructor kind of looked like he wanted to say something, but didn't say something. I'm looking at this guy, and I'm like, this dude ain't laughing at this. It ain't funny. So I said something. Here's my point. You may think you cool by cracking jokes. You may think you cool by being the funny one. Or maybe you the type of person that feel like I'm about to curse. You may be the type of person that feel like you have to be funny. Like to be the life of the party, you do it at everybody's expense. Or certain people's expense. You know, you never know what's going on in a person's life. And let me tell y'all something about obesity. And let me tell you something about weight gain. And this won't apply to everybody. But a lot of people who are dealing with weight gain, sometimes it is a result of traumatic experience they just didn't know how to deal with. So they use food as a counter to deal with it. So some people who are dealing with weight loss, it's because of emotional issues, emotional stress. So why would you, not knowing this person, thinking you the class clown, or even you the class clown on the street or whoever you are, start cracking all of these fat jokes? And this doesn't just apply to people who may have a little bit of weight on them. This applies to somebody who may have a deformity on their face. Maybe you think their lips are too big, their nose are too big, their ears are too big. Maybe you don't like their hair. Maybe they walk with a limp. Maybe they don't speak as fluently, or maybe they're not as articulate as you think they should be. So you feel it's the prime moment to make jokes. My point is that you never know what somebody is dealing with in their life. You never know what somebody is going through. You don't know what their emotional state is. Somebody could be standing right there talking to you, smiling and laughing. 2 seconds later, when they walk away from you, they're back into a state of depression or anxiety or fear. You never know what's going on in somebody's head mentally. Some people are walking around here and they're ticking time bombs. They're ticking time bombs. They pull themselves up just for the moment to pass off that they're doing good and accepting things. But in reality, they're ticking time bombs. And you running your mouth because you feel like you want to talk about somebody or badmouth somebody that you're making laughter. Not knowing you probably making somebody who's ready to go out there and kill somebody. Somebody probably who's thinking about, I want to end my life. That person could have woke up that morning and said, you know what? I'm feeling better. I think I want to make a change. I think I can do it now. They want to get some help. They're thinking about seeing a therapist, get some counseling, dealing with their emotional issues, trying to overcome their trauma. Then they run to your dumb ass. Cracking jokes. Making fun of them. So now they go right back into that state to where they were because they feel like it's hopeless. You never know what somebody is dealing with. You never know what somebody's emotional state is. The person you meet normally at work, on these jobs, out in public, these people are half of them are just smiling because it's the polite thing to do. They don't know you. They don't want to disclose anything to you. They just want to get past that moment. So stop going around talking about people. If you don't know somebody, shut your mouth. It's not your place. Sometimes the best thing you can do for somebody is keep your mouth shut. If you ain't got nothing good to say, shut up. If you really want to help people, shut your mouth if you have nothing positive or nothing productive to help boost them in their life. Like I said, you don't know what people are dealing with outside of when you see them. Especially when you work a 9-to-5 job. You see a person on the job. You don't talk to them outside of their job. You see them on the job. But you feel you have the right to say whatever you want to say, crack whatever jokes you want to joke. And people say, oh, that's just this person. Oh, that's just Chris. That's just Ann. That's just Tamika. That's just this person. No. That's not an excuse. If that's who you are, you're a crappy person. I want to say something else. You're a crappy person. You're full of it. Consider that when you meet somebody throughout the day, that person is going through something. So you need to try to be a little more understanding and actually more conscious about what comes out your mouth. Who you're talking about, who you're talking to. Instead of cracking all those fat jokes, try saying something positive. Hey, you did a good job with that. Hey, you did good with that. Everybody in this world is so good at demotivating people. And they're proud of it. It's like, give me an award. I broke somebody's spirit. Acknowledge me, laugh at me, encourage me. I made somebody commit suicide or push them one step further towards suicide. But see, you don't think about that, do you, when you're cracking your jokes and you're talking about people? That could be the last time you see that person. That could be somebody's husband, somebody's wife, somebody's brother, sister. How would you feel knowing that you were the last person to speak to somebody and they committed suicide because your jokes or your comments or whatever you said to them that was negative just really broke it just broke the straw to where they felt like it's not worth it. I can't do it anymore. It's pointless. Because you gave them that motivation. See, you can motivate people in two ways. You can motivate them to be better and live, or you can motivate them to die and give up. It's all on your tongue. It's all in your hands. But of course, many people will say, well, I just spoke it. They didn't have to do it. You're an accessory to the crime. You pretty much put the gun in their hand. Think about the things you're saying, what you say to people. Think about your actions, your behavior. And think about the fact that you don't know somebody as well as you think you might. Think about that. Just think about it as you go through your day. So the next time you see somebody, you're working with somebody, you pass by somebody, instead of saying something you smell, you don't know that person may be homeless but still going to work every day. They can't shower, so they do the best they can. Somebody got holes in their shoes, they can't afford new shoes. You don't know somebody's circumstances. And unless you're going to buy that person a new shoes, unless you're going to put that homeless person in a hotel because you know they're working, pay for their hotel a night so they can clean themselves up, shut up. Shut up. Unless you're ready to do something positive, unless you can empower people with your voice, inspire people with your voice, do it. But if you can't do that, just shut up. Because you serve no purpose for the good of humanity or anybody. And I don't care if you're a male or female. That applies to both. Have a good day.